What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of Redline Racing Garage. So today we're going to be installing the steering wheel with the NRG Quick Release Hub. So I have everything laid out over here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put everything together, mount everything to the steering wheel, everything that needs to be mounted. Then we're going to go in the 8th gen, we're going to remove the stock steering wheel, set everything up there, and then we're just going to mate the two together, and then we should have our new steering wheel. Alright, so let's get started. I have everything laid out right here. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to mount the steering wheel to the quick release hub. So I'm going to mount it like so. I have the screws provided with the steering wheel, so I'm going to put them all in, mount them. Another thing that I did do is it comes with a ring separately, just kind of like a bearing ring. So you're going to put that in there and it will hold your steering wheel horn like so in place on the steering wheel, so it doesn't kind of rotate around. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get started on that, put everything on the steering wheel first, then we're gonna go and remove the stock steering wheel in the SI, then we're gonna actually mount up this hub, and then we'll mate the two together, and then we should be good to go. We should have our steering wheel. Alright, so got the hub mounted on the steering wheel, put all the screws in, tighten them down, everything is good to go, looking good. Now the next thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and remove the stock steering wheel. We're gonna go and install this hub on it, fish some wires through and get the horn working. So they provided some wires here, so I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna need. Well, we have to take the stock steering wheel off and then we'll find out. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is disconnect the battery terminals and wait a couple minutes just to make sure it's all good to go. And then the first thing you're gonna start to remove is under the steering wheel here, there is a little plastic window you can pop off. And then under there, there is the airbag connector, this yellow one, so you just pull it out. And then you disconnect your airbag. That's all good to go. And then on the sides here you have two T30 screws that you need to remove so you can get the airbag out. One side, you do the next. Alright, so once you get those screws out, you should be able to pop the airbag off. And then this is the horn, so you disconnect your horn, and then there's your airbag. We'll put that aside. And then what you got to do right now is you have to pop off this whole bottom plastic piece off, this trim, and then these two, so the top and the bottom one. You got to separate these two, get this one off, and then remove these three Phillips head screws, and then you should be good to go on removing the steering wheel. So let's go and do that. Ooh. There we go. $4. Coffee money. Oh, 10 cents. Alright, so you remove this with these clips here. Put that aside. And then you gotta remove these two. So you just kind of put something in between them. Separate them. And they will pop off. Just like so. Remove this, and the bottom one as well should just pop off. You got to remove these three right now, and then the bottom one will pop off. So let's do that now. Let's remove those. Alright, now you get the three Phillips head screws out of the bottom of the plastic trim here. So three of them. One. Let's see. Number two here. All right, two, and the third one. All right, that's three. Now you should be able to pop this plastic piece off as well. You gotta fish it under your handle there. Alright, so the only thing left to do right now is to remove your blue connector from the clock spring, and then the only thing left is to remove the 14mm bolt that's holding the steering wheel in place. Make sure that the steering wheel is straight, so when you go and mount up the new one, everything is straight and you're putting it on straight. So we're gonna get this 14mm off, and there you go. Alright, so with the steering wheel off, the only thing left to remove is the clock spring, and the way to do that is there is a yellow connector identical to the airbag one, so you're gonna remove that. And then once that is removed, you're gonna want to remove this white connector that clips into the clock spring itself. And then once that's all unconnected, what you want to do is there is a clip on the bottom of the clock spring. So you just use a flathead screwdriver, pop it open, and then there is your clock spring. So we won't be needing that anymore. And then we can tuck away the rest of the connectors that we also don't need. Alright, and this is what you're left with. So right now we can actually go and install the NRG hub. Alright, so before I even go and install the hub itself, I did want to mention that I don't have any use for the clock spring because I don't really care if my airbag light is gonna be on, and to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be running the horn either because this is a full-on race car. I don't think I need the horn, for one, and then secondly, I don't need the clock spring because I really don't care about the airbag light being on, because we are doing a standalone, so I'm not even going to be using my original dash anyways. The FuelTech is going to go in here, so that's kind of the reason why I'm not using the clock spring. And then they also do provide you with wires so that you can actually use your clock spring, and then this little clip here, you can actually pin these inside here so that your airbag light doesn't come on. But we won't be using these, so even if maybe somewhere down the line we want to put it on and we want to run it, which I doubt we're ever going back because we're so deep in this thing and we're doing a standalone ECU. I have no need for this, so I just wanted to kind of clear that up so you guys kind of know exactly why I'm not running this, and that's why. So now we can actually go and install the hub itself, and then we can go and install the steering wheel. So let's go and do that. Alright, so we got it all in. We're gonna tighten down this 14mm bolt. Alright, so we're good to go on that. Perfect. And now the only thing that's left is we're gonna mount this hub to here, and then we should be all done. So let's go and do that. I also did put some electrical tape on the ground connections, the one on the steering wheel, the hub here, and this one I'm gonna do as well, just so we don't have any issues because I'm not running the horn. So I'm just gonna quickly put some more tape on this one before we actually go and put this in and mount it. Alright, so this dot here aligns with this dot here, and this is how it bolts down. So we have our screws and Allen key provided. And then another thing, I won't be installing these plates because I'm not running the horn, so we don't need them, not going to use them. So let's go ahead and bolt this thing down. Alright, so we got that all mounted in, tightened down, good to go. So now the only thing left to do is put all the trim pieces back, screw them down, and then the moment of truth, we're going to put on our steering wheel and see how this thing looks. So let's go ahead and start putting all these trim pieces back. We got the top one. Bottom one. Wow, this is already starting to look really, really good, guys. Wow, nice. All right, we're gonna put these screws in. All right, that's one. Alright, and then the last one. Alright, that's good. Now we got the last piece of plastic trimming to go right here. Pop that in. Like so. Alright. Now we got it. So now we can get the steering wheel and let's see how this thing looks. Alright guys, moment of truth. Let's put this wheel on. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Beautiful. Perfect angle. Wow. Take a look at this, guys. Wow. Looks really, really good. I'm really glad I went with this steering wheel. It feels really nice. The size is really good. And it is actually more closer to me, which I really, really like. So now everything is looking really good. Another thing that I did want to try, look at that, guys. The FuelTech is in. It's looking really good, and just like I suspected, it fits perfect in there, like the perfect size. Look at that. Perfect. I can't even put my finger through there. So that's amazing. Wow. This got me super excited, guys. Oh my gosh, I want to get this thing back on the road, back on the track. We need to start racing this thing. But it's coming, guys. It's coming. I promise you guys, it's coming. It's looking really, really good. Another thing, before I actually go and mount it, as you guys seen before, there is a mounting bracket, and then for me to actually run the harness through the back, I'm gonna have to be removing the whole cluster and then install a plate and then mount the FuelTech off of that plate. But just seeing it in there with the steering wheel and everything set up, it's just super exciting, guys. Super exciting. This thing, when it comes out, it's gonna be a monster, a beast on a whole nother level. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. This thing is coming, guys. She's coming. All right, guys, all done. The seat is in, the steering wheel is in, and the FuelTech is in. Well, not officially, but we got it sitting in there just to kind of test it out, see how it's gonna look. And this thing fits perfect for the 8th gen. Perfect. Another thing, I will be removing this gauge pod. I have no use for them because we're going to be running the FuelTech. Everything is going to be on screen and we won't be needing them anymore. So those are going to get removed. But other than that, guys, wow. I'm super excited to get this thing back on the road. It sucks that installing all these things, I can't even go and try them out. It's still got to sit here, guys. This car still got to sit here. We still got long ways to go. A long ways to go before we can actually start this thing up. But baby steps, guys. Baby steps, and we will get there. I promise you guys. We will get there, and this thing will roar once again, and it'll come out even stronger than before. I guarantee you that, guys. Alright guys, that'll pretty much do it for today's video. We got the steering wheel installed, we got the seat, and we also went in and put the FuelTech just to kind of get an idea where it's going to be mounted. And guys, I'm blown away. I'm blown away with how this thing is coming out. I hope you guys are super excited as I am. I am super excited, and we're getting there step by step. We're slowly getting this thing back on the road, back on its feet. It's coming very, very soon. We still have a lot of mods to go through, and we will. I hope you guys are along for the journey. We're gonna be installing a lot more things. We're gonna be still doing a lot of weight reduction on this thing. A lot more parts are gonna be coming in very, very soon. And I'm just super excited, guys. But that'll pretty much do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.